Hi folks! When all is said and done, the only thing that really matters is how did you treat others. And the minister, the pastor in Norwalk, Connecticut, was very pleased with the program that you and I did on the Beatitudes, the 5th chapter of Matthew, New Testament, Bible, and the people he showed it to. How did he show it to them? Because it was on the YouTube within a couple of hours of our doing the program. And Glendora called Norwalk Public Access Television disconnected. Our suspicion was correct. Now, can you tell me what happened to Public Access Television, LT's, Cablevision, Norwalk, Connecticut? Ask the pastor this morning when the pastor reads another Bible passage to us. Do you have a Bible passage until then, Glendora? Indeed. It's one of our favorites. Be not conformed to the world. Be not conformed to evil. Don't pay any attention to it. Don't give it any of your life, any of your time. Any of your thought. No. But be ye renewed. Pardon me. But be ye transformed by the renewal of your mind. It's just a matter of thinking right. The little boy in his bed at sleep in the evening, and he's twisting and turning and moving his fists and moving his legs and mumbling, and the mother comes in and she wakes him out. She wakes him up. And she says, "What is the matter?" And he screams that they're doing terrible things to me. Help me, help me, help me. Mother, who? Those. Mother, I don't see them. Well, did they run away? They were never here. What made you think they were here? What made you think they existed? I saw them. They fought with me. Well, let me see some marks on your hands and your legs and your knees. I don't see anything. Are you sure they were here? Yes, I saw them. Well, they weren't here. They never were here. They are never going to be here. It's a delusion. It's a false belief. Where'd you ever get such an idea that there were such things? Well, people told me. When I was a little boy, they told me. And they tell me now. Did they ever show you any of these? No. Have you ever seen any photographs of them? No. Did you ever see any movies or television shows like them? Well, yeah. Were they real? Well, no. So you see why it is? Evil is a false dream. And when you wake up to reality, you know that there's no such thing. You know there's no such thing. It's all a false belief. You come into this world and people teach you that, but they can't prove it. They can't show you how they walk down the street, how you see them in stores. There's no proof of them. They can't produce them. What? Evil. Selfishness. Me first. Bad thought. Be not transformed to the world, to the fake, to the artificial. That's not the way the world is, really. The world is a beautiful world. And be ye transformed by the renewal of your mind. Don't give him any time. Don't give him any energy. Don't give him any thought. The Street Talk phone, the SD card that we bought for 97 cents and was sent to us in the mail, none of us could get it into the Straight Talk telephone. And in trying to do so, we sprung the glass away from the frame. And so that one has gone into electronics that don't work anymore. That was the decision how to get rid of that stress, electronics. Hey Google, what day is it, please? Hey Google, what day is it, please? Hey Google, what day is it, please? And then we have Spectrum, who doesn't work, who doesn't hear, who doesn't turn on. That's a second electronic stress. Hey Alexa, what day is it, please?
Today is Friday, September 30th. Would you like to begin your day with guided mindfulness meditation?
No, thank you. It's the last day of September. How we loved September. Tomorrow is the first day of October, and tomorrow is National Vegan Day. October 1st is National Vegan Day. We're going to make it, in our minds, National Vegan Month. You can't rely on the internet. You can't rely on Wi-Fi. $60 a month, which Medicaid got down to $20 a month, including the telephone, didn't it? And it's supposed to be really $0 a month if you're on Medicaid. But it doesn't work half the time. Hey Google, what day is it, please?
It's Friday, September 30th, 2022.
Oh, thank you, Google. If you would work like that all day, we wouldn't have the stress of the electronics. So what did we do? We went on the internet and we looked for a cell phone that was good for blind people. We found something. It's a landline. It's not a cell phone. But it did say that it would help you auto dial 60 names. That would be great. But we have a cell phone that will auto dial 400 names for us, if it feels like working. And the new electronic digital audio recorder. I can't make it work. I can't make it play back. Alexa, would you please listen to me while I give you a to-do list of 20 items, and then will you play it back at will throughout the day so I can follow the list? So how much money did you spend yesterday? Oh, a lot. $400 on that new telephone. Amazon. And that brought the trust down from 900 to 500. That's good. It's supposed to be 0 today, the last day of the month. $75 to Phil Eddy for September 12th week. $15 for a rubber tripod. It's a tripod that you can attach to a limb of a tree so that you can go outdoors with your camera. If you can't find any place to put it, if you don't have a tripod, attach it to the limb of a tree. The camera attaches to the little rubber tripod. $15. I guess we spent $600 or $700. I think the balance in the trust is down to 300, and it should be down to what? 0. I think the balance in the bank, I think we got it down to 1,000, I think. But then the $400 can't come out of the trust and the bank. Oh. Well, then maybe the balance in the bank is $1,400. And the pocket money doesn't seem to get spent at all. It's $200. And the kitty cat was a magnificent Blue Eyes. Kitty next door upstairs. Haven't seen Kitty for 2-3 months. And those beautiful, great big blue eyes. Such a beautiful blue. How much money is there to pay the rent? $1,685. That will pay the rent for 2 years for the Gundor Franklin Museum for the preservation of the pro se public access newspaper record. Food stamps, it's still too high, $250. And Walter Balfour was ecstatic with his package that came through the mail full of candy. How much is left, Walter? 4 pieces. Walter, do you like licorice? Oh, since I was a boy, and now he's 97 years old. Walter, how much longer do you want to live? Well, God has saved me the last 5 or 6 times. Maybe that shouldn't happen anymore, said he. Oh. Walter, I want to get you a cell phone, and you can play games on it. Now, I'm no good at that stuff. But Walter, you used to come to Franklin's and Glendora's apartment in Chatham, New York, and fix all kinds of things. And your son is building a 4-story garage. Top floor trucks, 3rd floor, office, 2nd floor. What was it? The 1st floor. Some more vehicles. Well, we'll send you a box of licorice, and this will be Australian licorice. It's very different, but very, very good. And we did a good deed last night. We called Sandy in. She took a day off from the Montessori school, and she was kind of adynamic. You know what adynamic means? It means you've lost your dynamics. And she seemed to be adynamic. And she really wanted to call up and cancel, but I didn't fall for it. Come, Sandy, come. She came, and I said, Sandy, we're going to cheer you up. And together we counted 50 blessings. And she was cheered up. And she received her Australian licorice. His sister doesn't have enough money to buy food for herself, her husband, and her 2 children. Who? Anonymous. What are you going to do? I'm going to give her food. Be careful. If you can give food away.
The time is 8 o'clock a.m.
Then you don't deserve food stamps. Okay, I won't do that. But I'll ask him to work a few hours, and then I'll give him some money, cash, and he can give the cash to his sister. That's a good one. That's okay, isn't it? You have to be careful now. Never lie, steal, or cheat. No hanky-panky. $165 to help 2 boy kiddies. That's a good thing. And he received in the mail $325 bonus check from Consumer Direct, the people who pay for Glenny's helpers, through the insurance agency called Nescentia, which is a dumb name, and through Medicaid. What? Yes, in the mail came a check for $325 bonus, and another check for $275. No, not quite that much. What's 12 times 15? $250. He got 2 checks yesterday. And that means Amy got one for $325 bonus. And that means that April Jacobs got one for $325 bonus. What a good company you are, Consumer Direct. Except, I mailed them to them to put them on hold, and they processed them and sent them out. And I didn't want my people to have it because they haven't earned it yet. Phil still has about 15 things on his to-do list. And Amy needs to. A little bit of refinement. A kick in the gluteus maximus. That's not nice. Okay, I apologize. Where are you in the encyclopedia? In contents, we're close to page 300 out of 500. In volume S, with one more volume to go, TU. In World Book, we are into the 700s, with the 800s to go, and that'll end volume P, Paul, and then that will leave us with the last volume, WXYZ, which is 700 pages. And so now we made it a goal to finish reading the encyclopedia, volume 1 to the end. And when we started reading it 5 years ago, just as a book that told you so much about God and God's work and God's creation, we never said it would be a goal. Because who's going to live that long? But now, it's a goal. When all is said and done, the only thing that really matters is how you treat others. Why was a baby shoe crying? What? Why was a baby shoe crying? His mother was a sneak and his daddy was a loafer. The very good-looking young policeman stopped a very good-looking young lady. And he said, "Your license said that you should be wearing glasses." And she said, "Well, I have contacts." And he says, "Well, I don't care who your friends are." "What do you do for the living?" The new girlfriend asks the new boyfriend. "I'm on the cutting edge of technology." And his friend said yes. He mows the lawn at IBM. And the new boyfriend said to the new girlfriend, and when he took her out to dinner, "How do you like your rice, fried or boiled?" And she said, "Thrown." You mustn't do that, because the animals eat the raw rice, and the rice puffs up inside of them. And throw away saran wrap. Do not use saran wrap. It suffocates an animal. Can't breathe. Gets hauled into the nostrils, stuck in the mouth, can't breathe. Do not use saran wrap. And drink 8 glasses of water a day. Glendora, you do so badly at that. The most you can get is 4. Some days you get 5 and 6. Well, Glendora, you've got to find a method to do that. And Phil is very good. He sets his cell phone alarm, and he tells Glenn every 15 minutes water time. In or out? Both. So that's our Bible passage and our hymn. Lord, dismiss us with thy blessing. Fill our hearts with joy and peace. Let us each thy love possessing, triumph in redeeming grace. Oh, refresh us, traveling through this universe.